Now, can the sergeant at arms close the door, draw the bars? The two sides, majority side and minority side, have nominated their tellers. I will also seek that they maintain order, no talking, no shouting from the tellers, only identify that a certain member has spoken. When you stand is when we are able to tell who you are. Every time your name is called, it will be called by alphabetical order following the constituency. Honorable Masara, take your seat. Order members. Teller. Clerk.
Chepkonga Kiprono Samuel. Lagat Benjamin Kipkurui. Ketanyi Mariane Jebet. Atandi Samuel Onunga.
Maintain order in the House. Honorable Mar Mwinyi, order.
Atandi Samuel Onunga.
Get him the microphone.
Owino John Walter.
Honorable members. Member, Honorable Atandi, I can hear you from here. Take your vote.
Owino John Walter. Mrembo Irene Joki. Shurie Abdi Omar. Sergon Florence Jamatia.
Honorable Didmas, order. Take your seat.
Sergon Florence Jamatia. Kandie Joshua Chepiegon. Kipkoros Joseph Makilap. Cameron Charles. Koyesh Nelson.
Vote yes.
Innocent Obiri. Barongo Obadia. Momanyi Innocent Obiri. Barongo Obadia.
Patiano was. Inapeano ni moja tu.
Momanyi Innocent Obiri.
No.
Barongo Obadia.
I'm voting no.
Alpha Miruka Ondieki. Lynette Chepkorir. Kilel Richard Cheriot. Yegon Richard Kipkemoy. Mamwacha Ontoke Charles. Onchoke Charles.
No.
Ogola Gideon Ochanda.
Me I vote yes.
Order members. Order members. Order members.
Osero Patrick Kibagendi.
Member for Sirisia, order. Member for Budalangi, order.
Osero Patrick Kibagendi.
I vote no.
Wanjala Raphael Sauti Bita.
We want the names of those voting for no or yes to appear tomorrow in the newspapers. I vote no.
Wamboka Nelson Wamboka.
To lower the cost of living, I, Wanami Wamboka, vote no.
Wambilianga Catherine Nanjala. Yakub Ado Kuno. Komingoi Kibet Kirui. Komingoi Kibet Kirui. Omanyo Catherine Nahabi. Mwale Nicholas Tindi. Oyula Joseph Maero.
I vote no. No. Yeah.
Oyula Joseph Maero.
I vote no.
Mwiridhania Lindikiri Mugambi. Kerema Moses Nguchine. Chibwa Omar Munyi.
Mheshimiwa mwenyekiti wa kikao hichi, I want to shame the devil. I'm voting no. I'm voting no for the benefit of doubt of those who didn't hear me. And I'm urging
Order.
everybody.
Order.
Koech Victor Kimngetich. Koech Victor Kimngetich.
For better roads in my constituency, Chepalungu, I vote yes.
Barasa Patrick Simiu.
I vote no.
Biengo Paul Kibichi. Ntwiga Patrick Munene. Maalim Farah. Elachi Beatrice.
I vote no.
Waweru John Kiarie.
Madam Chair, noting that as a country we cannot continue postponing problems, noting that these are decisions that had been made many years back, noting that we can no longer kick
Votes.
this country.
Honourable member, take your vote.
Madam Speaker, I vote an affirmative yes.
Sirima Musa.
Order members, order members. The standing orders are very clear. You rise in your place and you either vote yes, no, or abstain. Please do not give speeches, do not give justification. Just take your vote.
Sirima Musa. Welie Adan Keinan. Caroline Jepto Gelechei. Gadiru Benjamin. Ongili Babu Owino.
Thank you very much to save Kenyans from wallowing in the miasma of mediocrity, confusion, ignorance, and the larger shakahola. I vote no.
Gakuya James Mwangi.
I vote yes.
Mawade Julius Musili.
Kwa huu msaada ambao unaongeza bei ya mafuta na petroli double, napiga la.
Mwenje Mark Samuel.
For the sake of hustlers, I vote no.
Double N Pamela Njoki Njeru. Lelmegit Joseph Kipto. Omboko Milemba. Kipiegon Joanna. Pukose Robert. Yakubu Farasala. Oundo Wilberforce.
For the unflinching love of the people of Kenya, I vote no.
Haribaye Said Buya.
I vote no.
Tungule Charo Kenneth. Siad Amina Odgud. Baro Deko Mohammed. Guyo Ali Wario. Muriu Wakili Edward. Karuria Elijah Njore. Karuria Elijah Njore. Njoroge. Kagombe Gabriel. Odhiambo Elisha Ochieng.
I vote yes.
Gedenji Gishimu. Wanjera Mada Wangare. Wamushomba Gadoni.
I vote no.
Gimose Charles Gumini. Gimose Charles Gumini. Osogo Bensuda Joyce.
I don't need this one. I vote no.
Kaluma
No.
George Peter.
I vote no.
Karido Kili Daniel.
Wandai, umesikia?
Ntoinaiba Julius Ntaituma. Mwiriki John Paul. Abdi Ali. Shinali Bernard Masaka.
No.
Bonaya Mumina Golo. Lomwa Joseph Samal.
Yes.
Lomwa Joseph Samal. Tubi Bidu Mohammed.
I vote no.
Badi Badi Twalib. Badi Badi Twalib. Dongo George Koimburi.
I vote yes.
Wamashukuru James Gidua. Obara Eve Akinyi.
I vote no.
Kalasinga Joseph Simiu Wekesa Majimbo.
For the sake of Mukuyuni, Chwele Nalondo and Luya, I vote no.
Titus Lote.
I vote yes.
Kimilu Joshua Kivinda. Sankaire Lea Sopiato. Kanchori Elijah
Honorable
Memus.
Emmanuel Wangwe, take your seat. It's division, take your seat.
I vote no.
Hamisi Kakuta Maimai.
For my great people of Kajiado East constituency, I vote no.
Nguro Onesimus Ngogoyo. Sakimba Parashina. Risa Sunkuya.
I vote yes.
Mohanda Elsie.
On behalf of the people of Kakamega, I vote no.
Katana Paul Kahindi.
Haraka. Kwa niaba
Mheshimiwa, tunakusikia.
Kwa niaba ya bodaboda na mama mboga kuongezewa ushuru wa mafuta, nasema la.
Hassan Abdi Yusuf. Hassan Abdi Yusuf.
Yes.
Jogona Chege. Makali John Okwisia. Kihungi Peter. Muli Fabian. Shumel Samuel Moroto. Sudi Oscar. Okwome Andrew Adipo.
I vote no.
Karauli Ronald Kamuiko. Were Charles Ongondo.
I vote no.
Bui Robert. Korir Adams Kipsaina. Kipkoech Gideon Kimayu. Kemei Beatrice. Ruto Julius Kipleting. Wangaya Aseka.
I vote no.
Wanjiko John Jogona. Waidhaka John Mashua. Murathe Ann Wanjiko. Murathe Ann Wanjiko. Orero Peter Ochieng. Mbalu Jessica.
I vote no.
Mutuse Mwengi. Wanaina Njoroge. Munyororo Joseph. Nyoro Samson Dindi. Ichungwa Kimani. Sunkuli Julius.
I vote no. I vote no.
Mwanyanje Gertrude.
Mbeyu Mwanyanje kwa mswada wa kuongeza ushuru wa mafuta kutoka 8 mpaka 16. Kwa watu wa Kilifi, mama mboga, bodaboda, I vote no. I vote no. Chair, I vote no.
Order members. Order members.
Baya Owen. Kitty Chonga. Ken Chonga. Zambia Kidua.
Of course, no.
Mutua Didmas Baraza. Bissau Kakai.
I vote no.
Rai Samuel.
I vote no.
Kwenya Duku.
I vote yes.
I vote yes.
I vote yes.
Order members. Clerk, call out Kinango again.
Rai Samuel Gonzi.
I vote yes.
Muhia Wanjiko. Shororot Joseph Kimtai. Kosgei Hillary.
To save the country from the deaths of Uhuru and Raila, I vote yes.
Maina Jane Jerry. Maina Jane Jerry. Gitari Joseph Gashoki. Benzimba Rashid Juma.
On behalf of Kisauni constituency, I vote no.
Aburi Donya Doris. Busia Ruth Odinga.
On behalf of the people of Kisumu and the suffering masses of Kenya, I say a big no.
Oron Joshua.
On behalf of Mama Mboga na Boda Boda, I vote no.
Ahmed Shakil Ahmed Shabir. Ahmed Shakir. Buyu Rosa Akin. Kasalu Irene Mudoni.
On behalf of people of Kitui, I vote no.
Mulu Makali.
Yeah, Kitui Central votes no.
Bai Nimrod Mbiduka. Boni David Mwalika.
On behalf of Kitui rural people, I vote no.
Nyamai Rachel. Nyenze Edith.
On behalf of people of Kitui West and the suffering Kenyans, I vote no.
Mokaya Nyakundi. Kibagendi Anthony.
On behalf of the people of Kitutu Chache South, I vote no. Osoro umesikia?
Gizairo Cliff. Gizairo Clive. Yegon Brighton. Brighton Yegon. Kiprono Mutai Alfred. Kiprono Mutai Alfred. Tonui Joseph Kipkoskei.
I vote yes.
Kemero Maisori Kitayama. Robbie Mathias Nyamabe.
I vote yes.
Masito Fatuma.
On behalf of the people of Kwale, I vote no. Thank you.
Wanyonyi Ferdinand. Abdurrahman Mohammed Abdi. Mohammed Abdikadir Hussein. Kagiri Jane Wangeshi. Kiunjuri Festus Mwangi. Korere Sara Paulata.
Kwa niaba ya Wakenya milioni 10 na kitu ambayo walitoka wakasema wanataka bottom up, I vote yes. Yani ndio.
Karani Stephen Washira.
I vote yes.
Lekuton Joseph.
Order members, maintain silence. Sit in your seats.
Lekuton Joseph.
I vote yes. Amesikia, ameona.
Marubu Monica Mudoni. Obo Rueda Mohammed. Mairuri Mudama Stanley.
I vote yes.
Jose Felix Odiwor. Kahangara Joseph Mboro. Mboko Mishi Juma.
To save Kenyans from high cost of living, the boda boda, the mamantilie, the mamamboga. I vote no!
Mugabe Innocent Maino. Chege John Kiragu.
I vote yes.
Akuja Protas. Oyugi Dick Maungu. Nabi Nabwera.
I vote no.
La!
Chiforomondo Mangale. Mukhwana Titus Hamala. Mbiuki Kareke. Kamene Joyce.
On behalf of the citizens of Kenya who cannot make ends meet, those that are suffering and those that are oppressed, I vote no.
Mule Caleb Mutiso.
I vote yes.
Kombe Harrison Garama.
Yeah.
Honorable Kamene, you're out of order.
Hello. I vote. Yeah. I vote no for the masses.
Omwera George Aladwa.
I vote no.
Kiamba Susan Ndunge. Mumo Rose Museo.
Asante. Hii ni mimba tunaweka wa Kenya tukitumia style mbaya. Makueni wamesema no, I vote no.
Injendi Moses Malulu. Injendi Moses Malulu. Mnyazi Amina Lora.
Kwa niaba ya watu wa Malindi nasema la, na la yangu ni ya sasa mpaka kesho kwa Mungu tunakwenda kwa shtaki.
Abdullahi Bashir Sheikh.
Order, members. Maintain decorum until the end of the division. Order.
Abdullahi Bashir Sheikh. Sheikh Umul Ker Kasim. Abdurrahman Hussein Wetan Mohammed.
I vote no.
Haro Abdul Ibrahim. Yusuf Adan Haji.
Umesikika?
Yes.
Mukunji George Gitonga. Njoroge Mere wa Maua. Bowen David Kangogo. Toroitich Timothy Kipchumba. Wago Naomi Jilo. Mwalio Joshua Mbivi. Odanga Godfrey Makoha. Oluoch Anthony.
Woe unto you, you who step and stumble on the graves and suffering of the people of Kenya. Ole wenyu nyinyi tangatanga. Ole wenyu. Ole wenyu serikali ya Kenya Kwanza. Na kwa niaba ya watu wa
Order. Member for Mathare, I will rule your vote invalid. Take your vote.
I, Anthony Tom Oluoch, mjumbe wa Mathare, ninasema la!
Order, members. Order. Order, members.
Gichuki Edwin Mugo. Kahungu Eric Mwangi. Tandaza Kasim Sawa. Na Bulindo Peter.
Honorable Katana, Honorable Abdi, you are all out of order.
Mule Stephen Mutinda. Kingola Patrick Makau. Geoffrey Karioki Roko. Nebat Bernard Murioki. Zioka Erastus Kivasu.
Ingine haina sauti kama hii. On behalf of my great people of Boni constituency and the Kenyan hustlers, I say no.
Kailemia Elizabeth Karambu. Mohamed Fatuma Sinabu. Sorry. Kipngor Ruben Kiborek. Barto Phyllis. Kimani Francis Kuria. Chimba Samsam Mohammed.
On behalf of the people of Mombasa County, on this punitive bill, I vote no.
Kirwa Abraham. Jaldesa Guyo.
Jaldesa no.
Bader Salim Faisal.
Order. Go back to Honorable Kirwa Kipsang.
Kirwa Abraham. Chesebe Fred Kapundi.
Retake Honorable Faisal.
James Onyango Koyo. Gichoi Gagushia. Salasa Peter.
Nataka kunitusi hapa ati nimepandisha mafuta. I vote no no no, Kenya mnione nimevote no 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 no.
Naika Johnson Manya. Naika Johnson.
Honorable Naika is in the house. Order, members.
Fuel tax from 8 to 16, Mumias West and the entire Wangaland. I say no. Endovile adage.
Order. We got your vote.
Nimesema no. Nimesema no.
Machele Mohammed.
I vote no.
Musau Vincent Musioka. Musau Vincent Musioka.
Yes.
Shake Peter Mbogo. Maingi Mary. Muliungi Gideon Mutemi.
So that I do not take my people Mwingi to hell, I vote no.
Zengu Paul Musimi.
Haya basi, kwa niaba ya watu wa Mwingi North napiga la.
Nguna Charles Ngusia. Pasaris Esther Mudoni.
There comes a time. There comes a time that the nation becomes more important than any one of us. For the dignity, peace, stability, and prosperity of the country of Kenya, I vote yes.
Order, members. Order. Order, members. Majority side, order. Majority side, order. Majority side, order. Member for Belgut, take your seat. Honorable from Keses, take your seat.
Kiara Jane Wanjiro.
Hatuwezi endelea kuchimba chimba ya madeni na piga ndio.
Shelule Lisa.
If you're
Gikaria
not
David.
taking your vote, take your seat. Honorable Emathe and Emase, take your seat.
Gikaria David. Arama Samuel. Mulanya Geoffrey Ekesa. Munge Cynthia. Kitur Bernard. Kitur Bernard. Tonkei Rebecca. Aramat Lemanken. Pareyo Agnes. Kitilai Olentutu. Tongoyo Gabriel. Tongoyo Gabriel. Wangwe Emmanuel.
Honorable Kiplagat, take your seat.
I vote no.
Gachagua George.
I vote yes.
Owino Martin.
On behalf of the great constituency of Ndewa, I, Martin Peters Owino Woodchief, votes no.
GK George Masharia. Chepkon Charity Gadambi.
Hadi Sheki walituachia shida kubwa nchi yetu. Kuokoa nchi yetu, napiga yes ya nguvu zaidi.
Guyo Wario. Abdul Rahim Daud. Nyamoko Josh Nyamachi. Owor Joshua Aduma.
For the good of the great people of Nyakachi and Kisumu, I, Aduma J. Owuor, the Black Beauty of Kisumu, votes no.
Mohamed Ali. Mogina Jerosha Momanyi. Gitao Faith Wairimo. Odoyo Okelo Jared.
Jared Okello, in defense of abandoned hustlers, I vote no.
Janda Sahir. Manduku Daniel Ogwoka.
I vote yes.
Odege Tom Boya.
On behalf of the poor workers of this country and the great people of Nyatike, I vote no.
Washira Rahab Mukami. Madenge Duncan. Mushira Michael.
I vote yes.
Kiaraho David. Wanaina Michael Wambogo. Kosing David.
I vote no.
Mupe Anthony Kenga. Gogo Lilian Achieng. Amolo Paul Otiende.
To increasing the cost of fuel and the cost of gas, and on behalf of the great people of Rarieda, I vote no.
Chebor Paul Kibet. Paul Abur. Paul Abur. Mwafrika Agostine. Francis Kajuang Tom Joseph. Kingara Simon. Karemba Eric. Lugova Sloya.
Yes.
Luyai Caleb.
I vote no.
Raso Dido. Lenguris Pauline. Lentoi Johnny Jackson. Letipla Dominic. Lesuda Josephine.
I vote no.
Nikal James.
On behalf of the people of Seme and for the people of Kenya, I vote no.
Ikana Frederick. Oduor Christine.
Okay. I, Christine Ombaka, woman rep for Siaya, and on behalf of Siaya people, the women, the men, the boys and the girls, people living with disability, and the vulnerable, I vote no.
Locha Kapong Peter. Kemei Justice. Koi John Waluke.
I vote yes, yes, yes.
Sigei Francis. Ivinja Shadrach Mwiti. Onyengo Silvanas. Kiplagat David.
I vote yes.
Maina Amos.
I, Mwago Amos Maina, a patriotic economist, I vote no.
Odhiambo Mili. Omondi Karoli. Gashobe Samuel. Mohamed Junaid Sheikh.
Chair, I vote no, but I want to share with the House that in my constituency now, a restaurant has been opened called Wamushomba restaurant.
Masara Peter. Masara Peter.
I, Peter Francis Masara, on behalf of the people of Suna West and the great people of Kenya, I vote no.
Mzigi Lydia Haika. Abdullahi Amina Dika. Bare Hussein Abdi.
Jukumu la kuwapatia maji na maendeleo yote kwa wananchi wa Kenya inahitaji watu kujitoa muhanga.
Take your
Kwa
vote,
hivyo
honorable
nasema
member.
yes.
Bwire John Okano.
Mheshimiwa Mwenyekiti, kwa niaba ya bodaboda wa Taveta, mama soko na jamii pana ya Taveta, ninapinga mswada wa kuongeza tax kwa mafuta. Nasema no.
Kaunya. Otucho Mary. Mwangi Geoffrey Wandeto. Murugara George. Duyo Susan Ngugi. Nganga Alice Wamboi.
Ndio
tujenge nchi yetu tukufu ya Kenya, nasema ndio.
Kasait William Kamket. Aburi Lawrence Mboro. Mutunga John Kanyuithia. Kipbiwot Julius Meli. Shikati John Murumba. Shikati John Murumba. Siyoi Lilian Chebet.
Kwa niaba ya Wakenya ambao wanalipa taxes ya pesa zile ambazo ziliporwa, ninapiga ndio ili tuweze kujitegemea kama nchi.
Sitienei Janet Kemboi.
I vote yes.
Getit Cecilia. Emathe Joseph. Gikolong Nicholas. Gikolong Nicholas. Nabuin Paul. Namoit John.
On behalf of the great people of Turkana South, I vote no.
Nanok Daniel Epuyo. Gladys Bose. Ochieng David. Wandai James Opio.
Yeah, I vote no.
Nyamita Mark Ogola.
I vote yes.
Kagesi Kivai. Adagala Beatrice. Abdi Hamis. Chome.
I vote no.
Jeho Fatuma Abdi. Mohammed Aden Daudi. Sane Ibrahim Abdi. Sane Ibrahim Abdi. Ado Mohammed Aden. Farah Yusuf Mohammed. Sigei Francis.
Order members. We are at Webuye.
Wanyonyi Martin Pepela. Sitati Daniel Wanyama. Mogaka Stephen. Kasiwai Rael Chepkemoi. Mogaka Stephen.
Order members. Clerk, repeat for West Mugirango.
Mogaka Stephen.
Mogaka.
Yes. Auziweke tatu hizo.
Kasiwai Rael Chepkemoi. Wetangula Timothy Wanyonyi.
On behalf of the people of Westlands and the people of Nairobi and the suffering Kenyans, I vote no.
Mwakuona Danson.
Mimi Danson Mwashako, mjumbe wa Undanyi, kwa niaba ya watu wangu na Wakenya wanaotaabika, napiga no.
Basil Robert Ngui.
Hi, Robert Basil, Member of Parliament for Yatta. On behalf of Yatta people and people who are suffering, I vote no to increment of petroleum.
Ali Abdisirat Khalif.
I vote yes.
Shege Sabina. Dina Joseph Hamisi. Harun Suleka Kulbale. Ikera Dorothy. Iraya Joseph. Kosgei Jackson.
I vote yes.
Mayaka Irene. Mohamed Umulkher Harun. Mwangi Teresia Wanjiro.
I vote yes.
Ngongo John Bandi.
Yes, on behalf of the Suba community.
Order member.
Say
yes.
I have not voted.
Okay.
On behalf of the Suba community, both Suba North, whose MP is suspended, and Suba South, whose MP has disappeared and abandoned the constituents, I vote no.
Talib Abubakar Ahmed. Talib Abubakar Ahmed.
I vote yes.
Tongoyo Gabriel. Farah Malim.
Are you hearing me?
Order members, let me explain. There are some members who are in the washroom. Honorable Farah, Honorable Tongoyo, and Honorable Wainaina from Udhaya. The three will take their votes.
I vote yes. I vote yes.
Order members, Narok West, you have taken your vote. Honorable Farah has taken his vote. Honorable Wainaina.
Wainaina Michael.
Order, members. Order, members. We have the results on the division that clause 28 be part of the bill. A total of 272 members took their votes. The ayes 184, the nays 88. Therefore, the ayes have it. Order, members. I order that the bar be drawn and the doors be opened.
Yeah? I'll call what?
Just say we proceed.
Order, members, we continue with the committee of the whole house.
Clause 29, clauses 29, 30, 31, and 32.
I propose that the following clauses 29, 30, 31, and 32 be part of the bill. I now put the question that clauses 29, 30, 31, and 32 be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 33.
I propose the question that clause 33 be part of the bill. Mover. The Chair of Finance Committee.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. This clause 33, 33A is a cleanup. The proposed amendment is a cleanup of the tariff code. And then on 2, we are extending exemption status to taxable supplies that are used for construction of tourism facilities. And then part 3, again, last year we did an investment deduction for construction of hospital beds of 50. Now the bill was proposing to increase again from 50 to 100. No, from 100 back to 50. We're retaining it at 50. We are taking exempt the construction of plastic recycling plants. We are taking that. We are restoring the construction of plastic manufacturing plant into exemption status. And part 7, the most important, Honorable Speaker, is we are taking back items from Schedule 1 to Schedule 2, those items that were tax exempt to zero rated, and those include manufacturing of fertilizer, manufacturing of pharmaceuticals, manufacturing of human vaccines, and that's why you will see now deletion of 147, 148, 149, 150, 151, 152, 150, and 144. All these deletions are taking back these particular items from tax exempt back to zero rate, so that we can have cost of manufacturing fertilizer reduced, cost of manufacturing pharmaceuticals reduced, manufacturing of human vaccines, manufacturing of of medicine all back to zero rated. With that, I move on, Honorable Chair.
Order, members. Member Honorable Mbadi. No, wait. I will propose the question that clause 33 be amended as proposed by the Chair Finance Committee. Yes, Honorable Mbadi.
Thank you. Madam Chair, this amendment makes me very excited. I'm excited because I'm happy that the committee actually listened to me and listened to Azimio on this. Madam Speaker, Madam Chair, we were being told that a lot of commodities are being exempted, but they were being removed from zero rating to exempt. I am happy that now raw materials for pharmaceuticals will now be zero rated, that is 147, pest control for 148, raw materials for pest control 148, pest control products 149, sugarcane transportation from farms to milling factories 150, fertilizers 151, raw materials for manufacture of fertilizer 152, liquefied petroleum gas 153, all tea sold for value addition. Now it will not just be tea, but it will be tea and coffee. I'm very excited that these amendments have been carried by the committee, and I support fully that now when we go to 34, we are going to zero rate them. I want to thank the committee for listening, particularly to me. When I was explaining zero rating and exempt, many of you listened and understood what I actually meant. This is going to make life the way it is if this is implemented. How I wish the same happened to the petroleum.
Members, we will keep this at 2 minutes maximum. I know there are other members that have amendments. Unless you're rising to withdraw your amendment, you will have your chance after we deal with the amendment by the chair. Member Honorable Amisi, Honorable Naisula, Honorable Basil, Honorable Atandi, Honorable Oluoch, Honorable Mbui, all of you will be heard at the point of your amendment. But for this one, we first deal and exhaust the amendment by the Chair, Finance Committee. So I would hope that the people who have shown interest are interested in speaking to the amendment by the Chair. So I will give member for Dagoretti. Are you speaking to this? No. Member for Mathare, what is out of order?
Madam Chair, there was a precedent set yesterday by your chair, co-chair, that where there are other amendments, that you would allow the members who have proposed the amendments to ventilate theirs first, and then later we allow the chair to ventilate theirs, so that if these ones collapse, as they might or might not, then the chairs of the finance then comes last. And I can see the chair of finance is agreeing with me. Because, Madam Chair, once we carry these amendments, there might be no need to listen to the other members. So please guide us.
Order members, we will continue as we have stated, because even under the clause that we have voted, ordinarily there will be no debate. But we opened it and let members ventilate even when the amendments were not on the order paper. So on this one, we will continue with the amendment by the Finance Committee Chair. Some of the amendments thereof will be affected depending on how this goes, but we will give priority to this one as listed in the order paper. So I will give it to Honorable Member for Dagoretti North.
Thank you very much, Chair, and I also want to thank the committee and to thank the Chair. I know most of our people who looked at exempt versus zero rated, especially those who are running industries, were very, very worried. And today, on behalf of the women who have industries, I want to say thank you to the Chair. But also, Chair, even as we say that, we also need to look at, I don't want to talk about the issue of fuel. I think we have exhausted that. But I want us to look now at the excise duties and how we deal. And I keep on reminding Chair, Finance, we must deal with customs so that even as we deal with all these things, customs will help us also to see the betterment of what we are doing in this house, and our citizens will benefit from this. Thank you, Chair.
Member for Tinderet.
Thank you, Chair. I just want to thank the mover or the Chair of Budget and Finance, especially on the issue of transporting of agricultural produce like sugar, tea, coffee, and all this. This amendment will actually promote the farming, the activities of farmers. Across the country, and it will actually make farming to be, the profits will be higher, and therefore the business will go on well. I support, Madam Speaker.
Honorable Atandi.
Chair, I also would like to support the amendments by the Chair of Finance Committee, especially those ones that are deleting VAT on corn products and basically cassava and foodstuffs. This is something that is very, very important for us, and our people are going to afford basic commodities. And I thank the Chair. Thank you.
Leader of Majority. Okay.
Thank you, sorry. Honorable Speaker, we were consulting with members here. Honorable Speaker, let me support this amendment. And it's true what the Honorable John Buddy says, that the Committee of Finance, even as we were thanking them during the second reading, took a lot of time to listen to Kenyans. And some of these proposals are what came out of the public participation exercise, Honorable Speaker. And it's sad that many of our media houses were trying to incite, not many, it's actually one media station I saw trying to incite Kenyans that the public participation exercise was an exercise in futility. But it's testament from what members are saying here that the Finance Committee did listen to Kenyans and to their views, Honorable Speaker, and therefore, Honorable Speaker, members are truly telling the truth. What is good, they are calling it good. What they have a problem with, they are saying, I have a problem with this. And that is the way we should be engaging in the country, not vilifying and demonizing everything.
The changes. It won't change your status in the society, but you'll be appreciated now and forever.
Thank you.
Madam Speaker, on the issue of transportation of sugarcane, I come from where the sugarcane growing is a major area where it helps so many people. Were it not for the changes, it will have really affected farmers who are growing sugar. So thank you so much, Madam Speaker.
Thank you.
And
Thank
I hope
you.
the remaining clauses, we are going to get similar response. Thank you.
I see there is concurrence on this clause. I'll give Honorable Geshimo, then the Chair Finance. We will close it.
Thank you, Chair. I'm equally excited, just like Honorable Buddy, because people of Geshogo who do a lot of coffee and tea will be saving a lot in terms of operational cost. So I support Chair, and I believe I agree with the Leader of Majority that actually this committee did public participation, and that is why even Honorable these views found found their way into this bill. I support, Chair.
Member, Chair, Finance Committee.
And I really welcome the good remarks by my colleagues. And I just wanted to inform this House that there were two fundamental changes that we made on this particular clause, and important that I realized I did not mention when I was moving, that introducing to exemption taxable food supplies for school feeding program be moved to exempt supplies. So this, we saw, I think it's Governor for Nairobi yesterday, launching a very successful food feeding program. You've seen this school feeding program being done by the Honorable KJ at Dagoretti South constituency, and want to encourage, therefore, any business in this country that can invest in their CSR in our school feeding program. We have, by the recent members of the public, we have introduced a new clause that makes those food supplies exempt for the tax exempt. Lastly, we found a very interesting clause that was exempting transfer of businesses as a going concern from VAT. And the financial implication of this was 100 billion shillings we are losing. So by actually deleting that clause 7, making transfer of business as a going concern a vertible service, we are going to raise, through this particular amendment, 100 billion shillings. And that, I think, is one of the greatest successes we had because of our public participation with members of the public.
Member for Nyando, what is Sobani?
Madam Speaker, out of presentations by Azimio One Kenya Coalition, appeals and lamentations that we expressed on behalf of the Kenyan people, the committee has ceded some ground. But again, certain times it becomes very difficult for us to know what is exempt and what is zero-rated, Honorable Speaker. Why we are pursuing the zero-rated angle is because somebody has the right to claim for vertible taxes on raw materials, Honorable Speaker. But when it is only exempt, then you can only claim VAT simply on the final product itself, Madam Speaker. So therefore, if it is exempt, at the end of the day, production costs become much higher, costs which are then transferred to the Kenyan people or the end user to shoulder, Madam Speaker. So that is why we have been pursuing this angle vigorously on behalf of the Kenyan people. Madam Speaker, was very disturbed when we were going to apply taxes on pharmaceuticals and medicaments, Honorable Speaker. There are people with conditions who use insulin, for example, on a daily basis, and making and putting more taxes on insulin was going to be unbearable on those who consume this product, and then, by the end of the day, shortening their lifespan on this earth, Madam Speaker. And therefore, I support this amendment, and I hope that we can reach consensus on most of these divisive clauses, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Member. I will now put the question that Clause 33 be amended as proposed by the Finance Committee Chair. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I will now call Honorable Amisi. This is dropped when the mover is not in the House. That amendment is dropped. Member, the amendment by Honorable Naisula will fall because the committee's amendment has been carried. The amendment by Honorable Basil is in the House. Move your amendment.
Chair, I stand to move the amendment on Clause 33A to be amended by deleting subparagraph 14. The country is struggling to raise taxes, particularly on high assets. So we need to reintroduce taxations on high assets like choppers, aeroplanes of high value, so that we raise more revenue for the government as opposed to taxing already overtaxed Kenyans. Thank you.
So as moved by Basile. Order, members. I will now propose the question that clause 33 be amended as proposed by Honorable Basile. Order, members. I will give you. We still maintain 2 minutes maximum. I will start with Honorable Naisula. Then I will go to Honorable Naisula. Honorable Atandi, take your seat.
Thank you, Madam Chair. And I'm rising to ask for your indulgence that later, if there's a member of parliament who has an amendment and it's similar to what the finance committee has, and it will be dropped, probably you give that member, because they took time to work on that amendment, to say something about it. And I know that we have passed it, but I just wanted to thank the Chair of Finance for the exemption on materials for tourism. Some of us come from counties that rely, zero rating, because we rely on tourism. We're just from COVID. Many counties and the country is trying to revamp its tourism. And we know that it is one of it earns us foreign exchange. And I really thank you for that. And I just wanted to comment on what the majority leader said, that there was a lot of misinformation. I think also it is the people from your side who were going to the same media houses and could not explain what is zero rating, what is exempt. So of course then the media and Kenyans take what is there. So I think in future it is important to get expertise, and sometimes you can borrow from us, like Mbadi. He can explain very well on those issues, and Kenyans will be convinced. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Member for Samburu West. Member for Kiharu, Chair Budget.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair. And I rise to vehemently oppose the amendment by Honorable Basile. Honorable Speaker, many times when we read about helicopters and aircraft, we think we are dealing with the Bajois or the people who have them, or the owners. But unfortunately, Mr. Speaker, Honorable Chair, the reason actually for whatever was proposed by the committee is because currently Wilson Airport is one of the busiest hubs in terms of the airports in Africa. And Honorable Chair, aircraft are not licensed basically for the domiciled country because they move from this country to the other. Now, what we have done in the past is that we have been able to shift all the jobs of servicing aircraft and helicopters to other regions, Honorable Speaker, and especially our neighbors, to protect quality jobs of servicing helicopters and aircraft. Honorable Chair, I vehemently oppose that amendment.
Minority Leader.
Madam Chair, I want to support the proposed amendment by the Honorable Basile. And for the simple reason that really we can't continue to be this insensitive. How come we are so quick to come in to offload the burden on those who have, as opposed to removing the burden on those who don't have? I know for sure, Madam Chair, that as we speak, people are competing in this house, and especially that side of the house. People are competing as to who will become the first dollar millionaire in this time of parliament. And a number of our colleagues here have actually ordered helicopters and other forms of aircraft. Madam Chair, this is a very serious matter. As you know, Madam Chair, I'm one of the few people who are privileged to have a lot of information. Madam Chair, I have got privileged information that a number of our colleagues here have actually placed orders for these choppers.
Thank you. Thank you, Minority Leader. Your time is up. Your time is up. Honorable Rahim.
Chair, I oppose this amendment. Chair, there is misinformation in this house because whatever is being waived is not for the rich people. It is for simulators, training purposes, and And Madam Speaker, this thing is spare parts where our people will get jobs, and it's nothing to do with the rich who own helicopters. So let us not lie to the country and to the people, and let's be frank about what is being said. So I oppose.
Finally, Honorable Tiende.
Madam Chair, very briefly, I support this amendment. It is not true that what's being waived is for training and such purposes. And you'd ask, Madam Chair, if it was in the interest of the people, why would we not encourage such things for motorcycles, for ships, for vehicles? Why choppers? It is because there's a private interest in this. There are those who have even a private hangar in Wilson, and they are the ones who want to benefit. This is unfriendly to the ordinary Kenyans. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
All right. Member for Kimilili.
Madam Chair, I want to oppose these amendments by Honorable Basil because we want to bring back the aircraft maintenance at Wilson Airport so that the young people of this country can continue to benefit. Supporting these amendments would be tantamount to say that we want the Kenyans who are jobless to continue being jobless. We want to bring back the business of servicing and the repairing of planes back at Wilson Airport. I vehemently oppose these amendments.
Honorable Owen Baya.
Honorable Speaker, you know, there's a lot of misinformation on this, and it is very important we correct. We want to create jobs, high-end jobs, good engineers at Wilson. Honorable Speaker, I want to tell you this, that I oppose this amendment because today, the country called Dubai today is a big beneficiary of aircraft maintenance. And very many Kenyans and many other people from other parts of the world go there to do these jobs, and they earn a lot of money. We are not being fair to this country to oppose this amendment. This amendment will ensure we make quality jobs, we bring more aircrafts from other countries to come and be repaired in this country, and it also gives us an opportunity to open up even an airport in your constituency to repair aircrafts. We have a whole industry that we need to explore. Honorable, and I oppose that amendment. You are my friend, but on this one, you are wrong.
Order.
And
Honorable Emase.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. I oppose the amendment. Chair, we've promised Kenyans jobs. This is one of the ways to create opportunities. As it stands now, we're losing these opportunities to other countries, our neighboring countries. So we must we must oppose this amendment so that for us to be able to create opportunities for our young people. Thank you.
Honorable Atandi.
Madam Chair, wait, keep quiet. Madam Chair, I have a lot of respect for my chairman, Honorable Ndindi Nyoro, and also Honorable Owen Baya, but I want to disagree with them that you did not promise to give white-collar jobs. You wanted hustlers to get jobs. Secondly, I'm aware that my brother, Honorable Soro and Honorable Kimani Chungwa, your choppers are coming, and you want to avoid paying tax. You must pay tax. You must pay VAT on your choppers that you have already ordered. So the intention of this amendment, Madam Chair, is for Kenya Kwanza billionaires to own choppers. And this is something which we must refuse. We must refuse these people from not paying taxes. Yeah. So we must I support this amendment, and we must adopt it.
What is out of order, Majority Whip?
Honorable Chair, I am aware that Honorable Kimani Ichung'wah, who has been mentioned by Honorable Atandi, of course got a chopper about 4 years ago. But for me, Honorable Chair, I am not, unless he's speaking of a different Osoro, I don't know whether there is a chopper, unless you're paying it for me on my behalf or something. But I pray.
Order members. We will now hear member for Dagoretti South, then I will put the question.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. And the point I want to make, Madam Chair, is that this is not a topic that we should be splitting hairs on. The intention by the Honorable Robert Basil might be well-intentioned, However, the details that he has are extremely wrong. The intent of this proposal, Madam Chair, is to support a dwindling aviation industry. Aviation is two things. It is the vessels and it is the humans. In Kenya, we are suffering because we do not manufacture vessels. However, we manufacture pilots, we manufacture engineers, we manufacture technicians. However, our technicians are no longer getting jobs, Madam Speaker, because the jobs are going to neighboring countries where the terms are favorable, the conditions are favorable, the taxes on this particular issue are favorable. That is the first thing, Madam Speaker. Secondly, training, Madam Speaker. There are simulators. So what happens, Madam Speaker? Kenya ends up to be a training ground, Madam Speaker, ends up being a training ground for these people. And so, Madam Speaker, I want to vehemently oppose this amendment by my very...
Order members, order members, order members, order members, order members. I will now put the question that clause 33 be amended as proposed by Honorable Basil. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? Nay. The nays have it. Member Honorable Atandi, prosecute your amendment. Order members, Honorable Atandi's amendment falls.
Let me...
If Honorable Atandi.
Madam Chair, I was alerting you that my amendment and the one from Honorable Basil was similar, and that's the reason I wanted you to allow me to make a contribution on his amendment, and you are not listening to me. Thank you.
Honorable Atandi, when we were doing the ground rules, we said if you want to wish to speak to drop the amendment, you are allowed, and this is also okay. So we will now go to member for Mathare. No, member for Mathare, your amendment falls if the committee is carried.
Allow me to speak, Madam Chair, at the point of order before.
What is out of order, Honorable Tom?
Madam Chair, you remember that I had indicated that for point of neatness, because we had several amendments, I had anticipated this, that you allow all other members. Remember, this is one of the clauses the Speaker had directed, that members be allowed to debate notwithstanding. And because there was a precedent yesterday, I had beseeched you, Madam Speaker, that you allow the rest of us to move our amendments before you can get to the Chair of Finance. I have tried to intervene before Basil so that I can speak, fully aware that if his was shot down, then mine would also be shot down. But Madam Speaker, you are not seeing this. Madam Speaker, you should allow people to debate and to ventilate and to say the things they need to say. We are here to make law, not to run through as voting machines. So, Madam Chair, I would like to be allowed to prosecute my amendment, notwithstanding that of Basil. Allow me to prosecute.
I will allow some ventilation on this, but on what Honorable Tom Oluoch is talking about, the Speaker was clear that they will be listed here as amendments, but with clear way of how it goes. Like your amendment, Honorable Tom Oluoch, if the committee is taken and carried, yours automatically falls. You are not able to prosecute the amendment, but you can be able to ventilate on it. So I will give this chance to the majority leader. Majority leader, we will come to you. We will come this side.
Honorable Speaker, I rise to oppose that amendment. Honorable Speaker, you know, we lose a lot of truth when we view everything from the prism of our politics. Honorable Speaker, we also tend to distort a lot of information on what is actually in the bill. Honorable Speaker, for instance, on the VAT, purported VAT on choppers.
Majority leader, let us get some guidance.
Yes.
Because we have dispensed with Honorable Basil's amendment. Please speak to what Honorable Tom Oluoch has raised. what Honorable Tom Oluoch has raised is what is on the floor. Yeah.
Isn't it on the same thing of choppers?
Honorable Tom Oluoch, I'll give you the microphone, please, but do not take us back, but retake it.
Okay, will you allow me to ventilate the point of order or my amendment?
Actually, I've already given the direction on your question. Because if your amendment has fallen, you cannot prosecute it. You cannot prosecute the same amendment that by operation of passing of the committee has taken and has gone through.
So for going forward, Madam Chair, this is not...
Order members, order members, I would like to give Honorable Member for Dagoretti North. Hold on. Honorable Elachi.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I think for purposes of procedure, it is very important when we have finished voting, we move on to the next. It is not right in terms of procedure that we go back and we've already voted. It is wrong, Madam Speaker. Let's move on to the next. The thing has passed.
Order members. Order members. Honorable Badi, please take your seat. Order members, we have prosecuted all the amendments. By the fact that we have prosecuted the chair's amendment and it has gone through, others have fallen. We have prosecuted for Honorable Basil, it has fallen. And now we are going to take a vote on the global question on the amendment by the chair of the Finance Committee. Order members, I want to give direction. Please do not reopen the already prosecuted matters. Majority Leader, do not reopen the debate on Honorable Basil's debate or Honorable Basil's amendment because we've already taken a vote on it. Honorable Mbadi, what is burning?
Let me just, Chair, we will be into this unless we get the procedure right. And Madam Chair, you need to help members. If members have similar amendments to the committee's amendments take priority.
Totally.
Members need to understand that. They have not understood that. That is why they are demanding that you allow them first. The moment we carry amendment of the committee, then all the amendments which are similar to the committee falls. And that is the way we should proceed, and there should be no any other argument about it, so that we go forward.
Order members, I now put the question. I now put the question that clause 33 as amended be part of the bill. As amended by the Chair Finance. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 34.
I propose the question that clause 34 be part of the bill. Mover, Chair Finance Committee.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair. I move that clause 34 be amended as per the supplementary order paper. And I have an additional amendment to that, Honorable Chair, that also clause 34 be further amended in subparagraph 10 by inserting the following new item immediately after item 30, and that is now will be 34A, the supply of electric bicycles. So, Honorable Chair, again, this particular clause is speaking to taking items from exempt to zero rate. And not just that, last year we passed an amendment here in the last finance bill that provided zero rating of exportation of taxable services, but added another word saying export of taxable services for business process services. As a result of just that, including that business processing, BPOs, it meant that that particular clause has not been possible to implement, and therefore this amendment is deleting that business process operation so that we are zero rating exportation of taxable services. We have a rule in this country that all goods made for export are zero rated, and therefore we're giving the similar treatment to export of services so that they are also zero rated. Secondly, we are looking at something on green energy. And by us incentivizing our manufacturers to go green, we are proposing that supply of lithium-ion batteries that are going to be used on electronic motor vehicles and electronic motorcycles to be zero rated. The supply of electric buses be zero rated. And this is very crucial, that input of raw materials or imported for the manufacture of animal feeds also be zero rated, and this is therefore going to bring down the cost of animal feeds. In addition, liquefied petroleum gas, again, this is another clause that has been taken to exempt. We are now taking back to zero rate. Lastly, bioethanol vapor stoves, we are taking them to zero rated. And this, Honorable Chair, we were able to have a demonstration to us during public participation of Kenyans who have provided technology that is allowing use of bioethanol fuel that is going to reduce the cost of cooking to 10 shillings per meal. And those stoves are going to be available to the market, and here they are even available to the market at only 1,520. These are some of the measures the committee took in place to make sure that we carry on our tax incentives to going green and perhaps mitigating the impact the increase on VAT might have on the cost of fuel in this particular country. And with that, I beg to move, Honorable Chair.
I propose the question that clause 34 be amended as proposed. Chair Finance? No, not Chair Finance, sorry. Majority Leader?
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, and I rise to support those amendments by the committee. Honorable Speaker, as the Chair has said, it's not just the bioethanol fuel that will make the cost of living more affordable for Kenyans in terms of cooking, but also the reduction of VAT on cooking gas, or rather the removal of on LPG gas. Honorable Speaker, it is also true that when you zero rate batteries, electric vehicles, and electric motorcycles, Honorable Speaker, we reduce the numbers of motorcycles that are using the fossil fuel. The fuel that we are all complaining about is getting expensive, and that reduction in demand, either from our border riders or other courier service providers who use motorcycles, encouraging even the use of more green energy with the electric motorcycles, electric buses, electric motor cars, Honorable Speaker, will not only safeguard our environment in this era of climate change, Honorable Speaker, but also assure us that we will reduce our demand on fuel, save on our foreign exchange reserves, and consequently bring down the cost of living for millions. The hustlers who are here who are being told they have been abandoned, we are now telling them it is time to move from the fossil fuel powered engines to the electric powered motorcycles that will make more money available to you in your pockets. Finally, Honorable Speaker, and that's what I say, if we look at everything from the prism of politics, Honorable Speaker, we get it wrong and we misinform Kenyans. Even on issues that we have canvassed here on helicopters, VAT on helicopters is still payable. It is there. What is being removed is VAT on spare parts to helicopters. And that is what is guaranteeing not just the hangars in Wilson.
Honorable Makali Mulu.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, the move to move certain products from excess tax or to zero rating, from tax exempt to zero rating, is a good move, Honorable Chair, because it makes the commodities more cheaper than they are. And I think this is the way to go, and more so when we target the hustlers. But Madam Chair, it only becomes tricky when you do the same, but for commodities and goods that target the rich. So for me, so long as the goods be targeted for the ones which are mostly used by the people at the low section of the pyramid, I do support. Thank you.
Order members. Order members. I will give Dr. Mutunga 2 minutes maximum.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. From duty exemption to zero rating, Honorable Chair, makes things cheaper. It also creates the possibility for us to diversify. And this introduction of electric vehicles and electric motorbikes gives us an opportunity to move away from the fossil fuel, which has been running the motorbikes as we have right now. Honorable Speaker, Honorable Chair, I believe this is the best way to go, and Kenya is diversifying and growing the rest of the world. So it's a response in the right direction. So it is really important for us to consider it in that manner. Thank you.
Honorable Mbadi, 1 minute, then I'll give the chair and put the question.
Chair, I want to agree that this zero rating is good, and that is what we were talking about, because we are removing the commodities from zero rating. But then, Chair, allow me to ask the chair of the committee, because he has sanitized and brought back all the commodities that were being removed from zero rating to exempt, except, and a very important one he has left out, that is maize flour or corn flour, cassava flour, wheat. So I would want to know what is the rationale of leaving this out of many, many others that we complained about. It's only that one, and that one is very critical. So could I get to hear, Madam Chair, with your permission, could the chair of the committee explain to us why he left out the maize flour, cassava flour, and wheat flour?
Honorable Chair, 1 minute. Summarize and I'll put the question.
I will be very brief. Thank you very much, CP Bandi, for that question. The issue of maize flour. If you check the VAT Act, it appears on the first schedule as exempt. That is, you check on page 35-108. It appears again on the second schedule for zero rate, in fact, another 2 times. Clause 20 and again 22. So what you've done is deleting where it is appearing as exempt, and where it is appearing twice on clause both 20 and 22, deleting 22, so that you only have one clause that puts now supply of maize flour, cassava flour, and wheat flour as zero rated. Thank you.
Thank you. I will now put the question that clause 34 as amended by, I now put the question that clause 34 be amended as proposed. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Honorable Oluoch had an amendment because the committee's amendment is dropped. Honorable Kaluma had an amendment, but he's not in the House, so it is dropped. I now put the global question that clause 34, as amended by the Chair Finance Committee, be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
New clauses. New clause 29A.
Chair, mover to move the amendment, to move the new clause, second reading.
Yes, thank you, Honorable Chair. I beg to move that we introduce a new clause 29A as per the order paper. So okay, let me try again. Honorable Chair, I beg to move that we introduce a new clause 29A as per the order paper.
I propose the question that the new clause 29A be now read a second time.
Madam Speaker, I have a point of order and I need to be researched.
I put the question that the new clause 29A be now read a second time, as proposed by the Chair Finance Committee. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Propose the question.
I propose the question that the new clause 29A be part of the bill. I will give 2 people. Is that the mood of the House? I put the question that the new clause 29A be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
New clause 30A.
Mover.
Honorable Chair, I move that a new clause 30A be introduced to the bill as per the order paper. And just a quick explanation that this amendment is to deal with the challenges of bad debts and VAT refunds.
Mover, you need to move that the clause be read a second time.
Okay. Honorable Chair, I move that new clause 30A be read a second time as per on the order paper. And just a brief explanation, we have a tax that we cannot collect around 390 billion. Some of them are bad debts and VAT on funds, and this particular clause is supposed to do a cleanup and make sure that those bad debts are not collectible because those companies have gone into statutory management, actually written off. Thank you.
I propose the question that the new clause 30A be now read a second time. I put the question that the new clause 30A be now read a second time. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I propose the question that the new clause 30A be part of the bill. I put the question that new clause 30A be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Tax Appeals Tribunal Act, Clause 35.
I propose the question that Clause 35 be part of the bill. I now put the question that Clause 35 be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 36.
I propose the question that Clause 36 be part of the bill. Mover.
Honorable Chair, I move that Clause 36 be deleted as per the order paper. And Honorable Chair, this was one of the very much debated cases from public participation. This was where there was a requirement for members to deposit, for taxpayers to deposit 20%. So this has been deleted by the committee. I thank you, Honorable Chair.
Order, members. I propose the question that Clause 36 be amended as proposed by the Chair Finance Committee. I now put the question. Order, members. Order, members. Order, members. I know there are some members who had proposed amendments, but we cannot all speak to this matter. Honorable Oluoch, Honorable Makali, Honorable Oundo, Honorable Kaluma, Honorable Mbui, and Honorable Didmas. So I will give Honorable Oluoch and Honorable Didmas, and then I will put the question.
Madam Chair, I actually want to thank the Chair of Finance and support the clause be deleted. This clause, if it would have remained the way it is, it would have been punitive. Madam Chair, this would go against rules of natural justice, where all that KRA would need to do is to claim a certain amount of tax, which would be arbitrary. And one of the rules of natural justice is to prevent public authority or agency from arbitrariness. So, Madam Chair, I rise to support this proposed amendment by the committee chair and say that we are now, so I can see the chair is nodding in agreement, and allow us to contribute.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Honorable Didmas.
Madam Chair, I just want to support the position by the Chair Finance, and I want to congratulate him and ask honorable members, those who may have other amendments also on other areas, to read the mood of the House and even drop them. So I support these amendments by the honorable Chair.
Honorable Oundo, 1 minute.
Honestly speaking, even whoever drafted this amendment must be somebody who does not live in this country. It offends Article 48 of the Constitution of Kenya, and that's why, among others, we had proposed that amendment, and it's good the committee has carried the amendment. At least for once, I can thank them for a job well done. Thank you.
Honorable Makali, 1 minute. Those who had amendments.
Yeah, thank you, Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair, I also want to join my colleagues in thanking the Chair of Finance and Planning Committee for listening to the voice of reason. He listened to the voice of reason, Honorable Chair. It is important that this thing is deleted, and that's why I was proposing we delete it. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
I see the members who had amendments have gotten a chance to speak, so I will now put the question that clause 36 be deleted as proposed by the Chair Finance Committee. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question, and this one. It's been deleted, yes. All right.
The Excise Duty Act, clauses 37, 38, and 39.
I propose the question that clauses 37, 38, and 39 be part of the bill. I now put the question that clauses 37, 38, and 39 be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 40.
I propose the question that clause 40 be part of the bill. Mover.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. I propose that clause 40 be amended as per the order paper. Honorable Chair, this is where there was proposed punishment and fines for when you deal with excise stamps. So what you've done, we've cleaned it up to only allow that those offenses relating to accessible stamps, that only those that will attract criminal liability is when those people actually have a criminal mind. Something my legal friends told me it's called mens rea. So that in the normal dealing of excise stamps, if you just destroy it unknowingly without having a criminal mind, then you're not going to get any offenses. With that, I thank you, Honorable Chair.
I propose the question that clause 40 be amended as proposed by the Chair Finance Committee. I now put the question that clause 40 be amended as proposed by the Chair Finance Committee. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that clause 40 as amended be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clauses 41 and 42.
No amendment. I propose the question that clauses 41 and 42 be part of the bill. I now put the question that clauses 41 and 42 be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as are of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 43.
I propose the question that clause 43 be part of the bill. Mover.
Thank you, Honorable. We are on clause 43, right? Honorable Chair, clause 43 has an array of amendments. So first of all, I move that clause 43 be amended as per the order paper. Honorable Chairperson, this is dealing with the excise. These are amendments into the Excise Duty Act, where we are proposing a number of things. For example, imposition of excise duty on imported pasta, and deleting the proposed imposition of excise duty on locally manufactured sugar confectionaries. We are also proposing a deletion of excise duty that is charged on electric motorcycles and electric motor vehicles. Again, this is in line with what we're going green. This is also proposing to increase excise duty on imported glass bottles from 25% to 35%. This is to protect the local manufacturing of plastic bottles. We're proposing an increase in imported duty of alkyd from 10% to 20%. We are proposing an increase in excise duty on unsaturated polyester from 10 to 20, on emulsion VAM from 10 to 20. Again, all those things are related to paint. So what we're doing, we are incentivizing where we were able to establish that we have capacity to produce and to manufacture our own goods. Then we incentivize our local manufacturers by making importation of what is made locally more expensive. And again, the same amendment has a proposed excise duty of 10% on imported fish. So this is to make sure that we actually get to harness the economy. We have also exempted locally manufactured sugar. We have also deleted the clause that was introducing excess duty on human hair. Because, Honorable Chair, although and this was one of the beautiful stories we got from public participation, because we have had many, especially women, who have suffered from cancer. And you know what cancer does when you go for that chemotherapy, they lose their hair. So you might find them wearing a wig and thinking they're wearing a wig because it's a luxury, but it's actually because of medical conditions. So we have removed that excess duty on human hair. And of course, lastly, Honorable Chair, this is also the excess duty that was proposed on gaming at 20%. We have proposed a reduction of that from 20% to 12.5%. With that, I beg to move, Honorable Chair.
Members, I note that this clause has so many amendments, but as directed, once we carry the chair's amendment, there will be consequences to it. So I then propose the question that clause 43 be amended as proposed by the chair. Like I said, I recognize that this clause has a number of amendments. And I have directed that if the chair's amendments go through, then there are a number of amendments, for example, the ones by the Honorable Luoch, the Honorable Kelo, the Honorable Didymus, which is being dropped, will then fall in limine. But I'll allow you a minute each on those who are amendments on this, a minute each, then we dispense. The Honorable Luoch, 1 minute each.
Thank you, Chair. And again, on this one, I want to thank the Chair of Finance for moving this amendment. This particular levy or duty would have affected young people, especially hustlers, people in our informal settlements who hack a living out of beauty and the industry, for example, people who own salons. And therefore, this is a big plus for the people of Kenya, for bipartisanship, and the people who came during public participation and demanded that they be not taxed for people at the bracket that this government said they would support. Therefore, I thank the Chair and I support.
Okay. Honorable Kelo, 1 minute.
Chair, whereas I acknowledge that the import of this amendment, as proposed by the Chair, was to curtail issues of importation of fish into the country, Honorable Chair, the statistics that we have indicates that the consumption of fish in this country is at 400 metric tons in a year, whereas we can only produce locally 163 metric tons, thereby leaving a huge gap that can only be covered by way of importation of fish, Honorable Speaker. It is true that those who also import fish into the country pay taxes amounting to 1.5 billion every year, and they also have employees that they have engaged to undertake various activities within those industries, Honorable Speaker. And again, Honorable Speaker, we have never had a glut of fish by saying that we have more into the country that will expose us to lots of problems, Honorable Speaker. We have scarcity in the country because even the importation
of fish into the country is just...
Thank you. The Honorable Batandi, if he's in the house. The Honorable Mbui. The Honorable Mbui. The Honorable Didmas Baraza.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair, I had proposed actually amendments to increase the duty on human hair by 10%, and in the same breath that the Chair has explained as the reason why we should actually zero rate these products so that our very many men, young ladies and women can continue to use them and also do their business. I wish to drop these amendments, that I don't wish to further proceed with them. I'm dropping them, and I support the position taken by the Chair, Finance. Thank you.
Thank you. Honorable Mwenje, 1 minute.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. I want to also thank the committee for, especially on the excise duty on gaming tax, which was at 20%, I think has been reduced to 12.5%. We had hoped for more, but Honorable Chair, it's important that we protect the betting industry to ensure it doesn't go to the black market, and that way we'll start even losing more money that should be going to our government. So we want to thank the Chair, and for that I support.
Thank you. Honorable Mbadi, 1 minute, please. And this is the last one on this.
I actually just wanted to talk on the imported fish. Mr. Chair, even though this amendment is making it better than what was in the original bill, it is 10% as opposed to 20, and 100,000. But, Mr. Chair, I would have loved, I wish we could have an amendment where we remove this duty completely.
Okay.
We want to eat fish. As people who eat fish, we lack, the fish in this country is very expensive. The problem we have of fishermen is not the market where we take our fish. The market is there. There is no fish in this country. As we give capacity to local fishermen or local farming of fish, we should still allow fish to be brought to the country cheaply. You are going to kill our people. Our people love fish. We need to eat fish.
Thank you. So, okay, the Honorable Majority Leader.
Honorable Speaker, you know there is also a misnomer that it's only those along the coastline and around the lakes that have fish. But Honorable Speaker, it is true, fish is expensive in this country, and so are all other meats, Honorable Speaker. But the solution is to encourage farming of fish. We need to encourage our own people to grow fish, and this levy is only speaking to that encouragement so that we dissuade people from importing fish from China. Today, Honorable Speaker, fish is expensive, but it is expensive fish that is being imported. We are getting salmon, I hear, from Sweden and Norway. Why can't we grow our own salmon from here? Tilapia and some other species, I can't remember the name, I'm told, that are coming from mackerel or something, that are coming from China, Honorable Speaker. We need to encourage even farmers in Kikuyu. I know farmers in Kikuyu in Ondire who are growing fish and selling in the market in Nairobi. The solution, Honorable Speaker, is not to say that we don't punish those who are importing by levying a levy on them. The solution is to encourage local production. That is how we'll save on our foreign exchange reserves.
Thank you. Just give him one.
The importation of fish, especially if you come from a fishing zone along the coastline, along Lake Victoria, you should be encouraging our fishermen to be able to grow more fish and encourage the Ministry of Fisheries, Honorable Speaker, to be able to train our farmers, our fishermen, on how to protect the stock we have around the lake. And I am really shocked that we could have...
No, the last person who will have the last bite on the fish is Honorable Junet.
Mr. Speaker, Mr. Chair, this 10% on fish is going to cause a lot of scarcity of fish, Mr. Chair. Chair, you don't start by creating scarcity. You start by developing it first, then you go to scarcity. For example, you know why we don't have enough fish in this country is because there is a deliberate application of policy by regimes, by governments since independence, to put money where there is fish. Instead of putting money in Lake Victoria where there is fish, or in the Indian Ocean, people are being told to put dams and small ponds in their homes, which cannot produce any fish. If we put enough resources in the lake region, I can guarantee you, Mr. Chair, there will be a lot of fish in this country. So, Mr. Chair, and the other thing I'm happy about these amendments is that the level of desperation for taxation in this finance bill is too much. They were trying to tax even fake beards, nails. Who wants fake beards in Kenya? Who's interested? Who is this man in this parliament who was interested in fake beards, Chair?
Okay.
So the level of desperation.
Thank you, Honorable Jeanette. Thank you. I want to put the question. I think we've had enough debate on this. I want to put the question that clause 43 be amended as proposed by the chairperson of the Finance Committee. Will as many of that opinion say aye? Will as many of the opinion say nay? The ayes have it. The Honorable Sonkoria had amendment on this too.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I want to beg to move for an amendment. As it appears in the order paper, my amendment is to seek provide for 10% excess duty on imported soap, detergents, and sulfonic acid. There has been an increase in importation of soap, detergent, and sulfonic acid in Kenya. Has sufficient local capacity to produce these products. The amendment therefore seek to protect our local manufacturers and address cheap import on soap and related products. I beg to move.
43 amended as proposed by the Honorable Sonkoria. I put the question that clause 43 be amended as proposed by the Honorable Sonkoria. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of the contrary opinion say nay? The nays have it. Chairman Buleko. Having concluded that the amendment by the chairman of the Economic Committee went with the amendment given by the chairperson of Finance Committee, so it won't be pursued. Members, I therefore proceed to put the question that clause 43, as amended, be part of the bill. Will as many of that opinion say aye? Will as many of that opinion say nay? The ayes have it. What's the next clause?
New clauses. New clause 40A.
Mover.
Honorable Chair, I beg to move that a new clause be introduced and be read a second time as per the order paper. And Honorable Chair, this is where we are requiring that excise duty on alcoholic drinks be made as they pass from the stockroom. And this, Honorable Chair, is meant to get rid of the menace of the illicit brews that have exhibited in our markets by making sure that the only brews that are there in the market are those that are actually illicit. Thank you, Honorable Chair.
I propose that new clause 40A be part of the bill. Be now read a second time. I now put the question that new clause 40A be now read a second time. Will as many as without opinion say aye? Will as many as without opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Chair. I propose that the question that the new clause 40A be part of the bill. I put the question that the new clause 40A be part of the bill. Will as many of that opinion say aye? Will as many of that opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
New clause 43A.
Chair.
Honorable